All right, now to Good Morning Northwest. Computer outage at the FAA is grounding flights this morning. And in the wake of that holiday flightmare, could this be another?
And we have some light rain and mountain snow moving across the region. We are going to be talking more about this with slick road conditions coming up.
Yeah, so let's talk about those slick roads. What are you going to be dealing with? We'll take a closer look for you live with Destiny Richards coming up. You're watching Good Morning Northwest on 4 News Now. We appreciate you joining us. I'm Robin Nance.
And I'm Derek Dice. It is Wednesday, January the 11th. Emily Bloom is in for Mark Peterson. Let's get right back to her with that first alert forecast. And yeah, we've got snow pushing through the region.
Yeah, that's the big story this morning, big concern this morning. For those of you who are going to be out on the roads, you're certainly going to notice it. As we take a live look out over the Spokane area, difficult to see here, but I can tell you that I can see the rain-snow mix coming down right across the Spokane arena. This is going to continue for the next couple of hours. As we take a look at our live radar and satellite, you can see that action moving through east central Washington and into north Idaho. What exactly we're looking at is light snow and freezing rain with those temperatures right around the freezing mark, making things complicated in terms of that weather and what exactly and how exactly it is going to impact you. Continuing through about 8:30, 9 a.m. and then we should get some relief by that 10 o'clock hour. However, those roads are still going to be slick. So pretty much for anybody who is heading out this morning, you're going to notice it. The 4 things that we need to know is that freezing rain in the snow, patchy fog for Wednesday. That is the remainder of today. We're also going to have mostly cloudy skies. And then we have a rain-snow mix returning Thursday morning with widespread rain throughout the day on Thursday. And for the next couple of days at least, we're going to have those above average temperatures. We're going to be taking a closer look at all of this coming up.
And we are tracking how this weather is affecting your morning drive. We can expect roads slick with some ice in some places.
Yeah, that snow that continues to melt as we're frozen. And of course, we're getting that bit of new snow this morning as well. Destiny Richards is out live with what it's looking like and on our roads this morning.
Yeah, I would definitely say those flurries that have been falling this morning is definitely the bigger impact on our roadways. As you can see, completely snow covered and a car just kind of spit it out behind us there. So just make sure that you stay careful. This is South Geiger Boulevard right now. We know that there was a crash in the left lane of westbound I-90 near the Geiger exit, so that's why we're here this morning. So be careful getting on and off the highways, going and stopping from those intersections as well. A lot of roads are going to be looking like this, completely covered by those flurries. And then of course we have that ice that we were dealing with like for several days right underneath that. So just be careful if you have anywhere to commute early this morning. Of course, we're going to have that warm up later, so we just have to get through these morning commute hours. Reporting live in Spokane, Destiny Richards, 4 News Now.
Destiny, thank you. Some more breaking news this morning. The FAA has just announced that air traffic operations are resuming gradually after domestic flights were grounded earlier this morning due to a computer outage.
Yeah, Sydney Charles has been tracking this breaking news for us. She's at the Breaking Now desk. So what do we know about what led the system outage?
Robin, we still do not know what led to the system outage, but the FAA says the company will continue to look into the cause of the initial problem. The system that was affected by that computer outage earlier this morning is called the Notice to Air Missions. It's responsible for sending out flight hazards and real-time restrictions to pilots. This is the official notice from the FAA released earlier this morning saying no new notice to air missions have been processed. Technicians are currently working to restore the system, but there is no estimate for when services will be restored. Again, domestic air flight travels are gradually resuming, and this was the statement released by the FAA about the failure earlier. The company saying in part the FAA is working to perform final validation checks and repopulating the system now. Operations across the national airspace system are affected. We will provide frequent updates as we make progress. The White House press secretary has also released a statement about the outage, saying that the president has been briefed on the by the Secretary of Transportation this morning. She says there is no evidence of a cyber attack at this point, but the Department of Transportation will continue to investigate. And this is an ongoing story. We will be sure to update you throughout the morning. Reporting in studio, Sydney Charles, 4 News Now.
Spokane is in a housing crisis with nearly half of the population renting their homes or apartments.
Landlords and tenants met last night with Spokane city leaders about the future of renting in Spokane. This packed meeting was the first with both landlords and tenants together. In November, the Spokane City Council deferred a landlord-tenant ordinance for more feedback. Mayor Nadine Woodward and council members Michael Cathcart, Karen Stratton were there. Both sides were passionate about how they want or don't want the city involved.
If anything, it's putting me off. I'm thinking maybe it's time to sell and buy rental property elsewhere. And I don't want to be rude, but I want to be blunt in that there's nothing in this that says, you know, this is really going to help you.
There has to be some regulations here. One of the places I believe we can start is by allowing tenants to be involved in the training process.
Now, another idea brought up at the meeting was instead of an ordinance, the city could hire someone to enforce laws and act as a mediator between landlords and tenants. A vote will be held on January the 23rd. Well, the city's apartment inventory is nearly 25,000 units fewer than it should be.
The city of Spokane says it is approving new family housing projects as fast as it can. The newest one is being built in North Spokane. The city is trying to incentivize developers by waiving property taxes for the first 8 to 12 years after construction. The hope is that this will create a chain reaction, generating more inventory, lowering the price of homes, and providing opportunities for families to own their own property. Tom Harmel with the Spokane Association of Realtors says focusing on multifamily housing is a much more effective solution than trying to develop individual houses.
And it's not about single family housing. It's about duplexes, triplexes, condo units. It's that stuff in the middle that allows for home ownership where people can create wealth that matters.
There are multiple projects underway to help alleviate the problem, but construction crews are still battling worker shortages and other delays.
In his annual State of the State address, Washington Governor Jay Inslee reflected on policies that were passed in the last year, including funding for housing. But he says more still needs to be done. The governor saying until we fix our housing crisis, thousands of people will remain homeless. He also said the state is short 81,000 housing units, and that number is rising every year.
Our population grew nearly 1 million people in the past decade, but housing stock only grew about 315,000 units. We're going to need another 1 million units in the next 17 years.
Now, to help increase housing, Inslee wants to spend $4 billion that he says will significantly speed up construction of thousands of new units. That includes new shelter, supportive, and affordable housing. It's a problem that doesn't seem to be going away anytime soon.
All across the state.
Yep. All right. Good morning, Northwest time. Now 6:07.
Emily Bloom back in for Mark Peterson this morning and talking about what we can expect throughout the day today.
We're going to have the freezing rain and light snow this morning, definitely impacting the roads for those who are out and about before about 10 a.m. And then once we get through that, we are going to have widespread fog and mostly cloudy skies for the remainder of our day. We've got a second system pushing through tonight into tomorrow morning. We'll break that down coming up.
And hundreds of trees being chopped down and removed from a local golf course. Why such a drastic measure?
And sorry, gang, no Mega Millions winner again. How high the jackpot climbs now, though? That's coming up.
Stream 4 News Now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
Just like your car needs regular maintenance and oil changes, so does your home's heating and cooling systems. Bill's Heating and Air has assembled a large group of highly skilled service technicians just for this. Servicing the greater Spokane and Coeur d'Alene area will maintain your equipment to ensure performance and efficiency. Not to mention, increase the life of your system. With the number of technicians available, we can meet your emergency outages within 24 hours. Bill's Heating and Air, the home of the $59 service call. Call now and schedule your maintenance or service needs.
It's Walker's Furniture 4-day holiday sale. Now's the best time to save on the largest selection of mattresses like Serta, Tempur-Pedic, and Beautyrest Black. Or say yes to no minimum purchase, no money down, and no interest financing for 5 years. So you can get the furniture you've always wanted for less and sleep better in 2023.
Today through this Monday at Walker's.
It's a 4-day price crash. Today through Monday at all Cal locations in Airway Heights, Coeur d'Alene, and Spokane. As Cal loads up the lots full of hot buys and is offering up to 110% trade-in value for your old ride. plus delaying all payments until April 1st, so you can get a new upgraded vehicle for the new year and pay less with incredible financing. Get your new vehicle this week at Cal.
Weather Alert Days on 4 News Now.
That means weather that could be a threat to your family's safety.
The First Alert Weather Team pinpoints the most impactful and dangerous days, warning you early, on air and online. Weather Alert Days, another way we're keeping you safe on 4 News Now.
Cholula Casino continues to be the place that treats you right in 2023. Earn entries now by playing your favorite games to win a share of $8,600 cash and a big screen smart TV. Prize drawings start at 5 p.m. Saturday, January 28th. Sports betting, table games, food, and jackpots. Cholula Casino, we are the place that treats you right. 100% non-smoking, north of Spokane on Highway 395.
Hi, I'm Randy, owner of Rooter 911 Sewer and Drain.
Sewer and drain cleaning at half the price of the larger competitors. 24/7 service for all of your sewer and drain cleaning needs in Spokane, 535-3136.
4 News Now is brought to you by Northwest Motorsport.
All right, welcome back. Here's a look at what's new on Good Morning Northwest. The Mega Millions jackpot making history overnight because, once again, there was no big winner.
That means Friday's drawing will be worth at least $1.35 billion. The odds of winning are 1 in 302 million, but the ticket sales are staying hot. Lottery jackpots have been growing bigger in recent years after a rule change that added more numbers to choose from. The cash option for a single winning ticket will be about $708 million before taxes.
I didn't cash in our $2 winner yet, so I can still go back.
Yes.
All right, new images this morning of the flood disaster in California. Nothing funny about this. The unrelenting weather has dumped 36 inches of rain on parts of the state since Christmas, killing at least 17 people. Now forecasters warn the storms will continue for at least another week with a, quote, enormous cyclone poised to bring up to 10 more inches of rain to Northern California. East of San Francisco, the entire community of Planada has evacuated because of rising floodwaters.
And some impactful weather in our region this morning as well. We have slick roads with snow and freezing rain moving across the region over the next couple of hours. You definitely want to make sure that you give yourself plenty of time and take it easy.
Spokane's Parks Department is dealing with small intruders that are damaging its properties.
Yeah, pine beetles are invading and living inside the trees at Downriver Golf Course, destroying the trees' vital systems and killing them. 5% of all the trees in the course are already dead, so the city is taking action to protect the rest of them. It's partnering with the Department of Natural Resources and Urban Forestry to cut down nearly 200 trees that have been affected.
We identified over 198 trees that have either full bug kill right now or are in the stages that have the larvae still in the trees that we need to remove.
And the Parks Department says it's best to remove the trees right now because the beetles are in a process similar to hibernation during the cold weather. They hope to have all the trees removed by February. So yeah, not great to be, having to cut down trees, but maybe you'll have some better holes, easier holes now.
Oh, there's
some
always
of them removed.
There's that.
All right, Good Morning Northwest time is now 6:12.
President Biden is talking about the classified documents found at an office he used before he took the top job, what he says about them, and what is included in those files.
There are some slick spots, out there on the roads, and we want you to be safe, so we're checking conditions for you, and we're bringing you another live report that's just ahead.
The biggest Tempur-Pedic event of the year is on right now at More Furniture.
Your best night's rest is available at an incredible value.
Choose the Tempur-Pedic that suits your sleep style and outfit your bed with a free set of sheets, mattress protector, and 2 free Tempur-Pedic pillows.
We will also remove your old mattress with free white glove delivery of your new one.
Plus, you can take a full 72 months to pay with interest-free financing. Don't wait. The biggest Tempur-Pedic sale of the year is on now, only at More Furniture.
It's time for a new shower, but you don't want the hassle. You just want it done. Rebath, from start to stunning. Call us or visit rebath.com and save $1,250 off your complete bathroom remodel.
3, 2, 1.
Let's go.
The new year is here, so it's time to make 2023 the best it can be by joining the #1 voted gyms, Move Fitness.
Take a motivating, fun class. Go for a swim in the pool. Work out on the best equipment in the region. Or sign up for a new training session to get started.
Whatever your New Year's resolutions are, we have the equipment, staff, and facilities to get the job done.
Don't delay and get started today at Move Fitness.
Hey folks, Jay Uner here. Northwest Motorsport is celebrating 14 years of trucks, and more trucks. Come check out what's new at Northwest Motorsport. Northwest Motorsport is the best place to buy hundreds of diesel and four-wheel drives in all makes and models. No bones about it. We also have new inventory every day. Come check out what's new at nwmsrocks.com/anniversary. Say big on trucks, and more trucks. And tell them Bone sent ya.
Alcoholism and drug addiction are very treatable with evidence-based therapies. Colonial Clinic, a Spokane outpatient treatment center, can start patients in treatment the same day they call. We've been solving addiction problems for individuals and their families for over 3 decades. Through closed group therapy, clients advance together with their common experiences toward a healthy lifestyle. We offer addiction treatment, mental health counseling, and now medication-assisted therapy for those who need it. Call for a free consultation. Colonial Clinic. Call today, start treatment tomorrow.
The 4-day holiday clearance is on now at Walker's. Take advantage of special pricing on quality furniture throughout the store. Or say yes to no interest, no minimum, and no money down financing today through this Monday at Walker's.
Let's wave the flag together. Hello, I'm Mark Peterson with 4 News Now, presenting the Great American Flag Swap. Bring your old tattered flag to any BECU Spokane location on January 13th, and in exchange, you'll receive a new American-made flag from Uncle Sam's Flag and Gift.
BECU is proud to be part of the Great American Flag Swap. We're honored to live in a community that supports veterans and military families who sacrifice for the benefit of us all. Visit us in Spokane and see what banking is like when people come first. BECU, not for profit, equals more for people.
It's our annual Red Hot Clear the Lot blowout sale at Jennifer's Auto Sales and Service.
Sign up for breaking news alerts with the 4 News Now app.
Welcome back. We're learning more this morning about those classified records recently discovered at a private office once used by President Biden. The documents date back to his time as vice president in the Obama White House. And now Biden is breaking his silence about the discovery. ABC's Justin Finch is following the latest in D.C.
At a summit in Mexico, President Biden addressing those classified records while adding some distance, suggesting they were brought to his former office without his knowledge.
I was briefed about this discovery and surprised to learn that there were any government records that were taken there to that office.
Sources tell ABC News Biden's lawyers discovered roughly 10 classified documents, some marked top secret, all dated between 2013 and 2016. The New York Times reports the papers include briefing materials on foreign countries from when Biden was vice president.
They've turned over the boxes to the archives, and we're cooperating fully.
Trump-appointed U.S. Attorney John Lausch now investigating. That probe coming as a special counsel investigates why former President Donald Trump took hundreds of classified records with him to his Mar-a-Lago home.
They have to eat their words, but the hypocrisy.
The Republican-led House Oversight Committee also investigating. But there are critical differences between these cases. ABC has learned it does not appear Biden personally asked for the documents to be moved from the White House. While Trump knowingly took hundreds of classified documents, some marked top secret when he left office. The White House insists Biden's legal team immediately informed archives as soon as they discovered those documents. Whereas Trump refused to hand over the classified material for months, even resisting a subpoena before the FBI finally searched his Mar-a-Lago estate. And more questions remain about those Biden records, including why were his lawyers packing up his old office, and could there be anything in those records that could damage the president politically? Justin Finch, ABC News, Washington.
If you look at the morning sky this month, you might catch a glimpse of a rare celestial sight. NASA says a glowing green comet will make an appearance for the first time in 50,000 years. It'll have streaking tails of dust and could appear fuzzy. The comet will be closest to the sun on Thursday and closest to the Earth between February 1st and 2nd. NASA says sky gazers in the northern hemisphere should be able to see the comet in the morning sky throughout January. It's fascinating.
Yeah, it is actually really cool stuff.
See it.
All right. Let's send things over to Emily Bloom now with probably not going to see it today because we've got clouds covering us, I'm sure, with this precipitation.
Yeah, not promising today. The big story is you want to make sure that you're giving yourself plenty of time as you are heading out. We have got some light snow and freezing rain moving throughout the region. Earlier, we saw it just through Spokane, now pushing into the Coeur d'Alene area as well. Those temperatures in the lower 30s at the moment. By about 11 a.m., we're expecting relief from all of this activity, getting up to 34 degrees and getting about to 37 this afternoon, 3 p.m. And then after the sun sets this evening, we're going to have that fog redeveloping across the area. Mostly cloudy skies is the story for the day. Forecast radar right now is showing that band of showers that is moving through the Spokane and Coeur d'Alene area, moving northeast, bringing that freezing rain and light snow. If we see any kind of accumulation from the snow, it's going to be very minimal. And once we get through all of this, we're just going to be left with those mostly cloudy skies for today. Pushing into tomorrow, though, we have got round two. We're looking at a rain-snow mix in the morning before we have widespread showers throughout the day on Thursday, lingering even into Friday morning as well. And those higher elevations and mountain passes looking to pick up some snow out of this system. Highs for today across the region are going to be in those lower 30s to the lower 40s, 41 in Ritzville and 48 for those of you in the Lewiston area. 31 is going to be the low for us tonight in Spokane. Patchy fog and those winds going to be nice and light for us. Across the widespread area, temperatures tonight are going to be in the upper 20s and low to mid 30s, 34 in Pullman, and 30 will be the overnight low in Coeur d'Alene. By tomorrow afternoon, we're up to 40 degrees with that rain and snow moving through in the morning hours before it turns over to widespread rain throughout the day. The winds at that point coming out of the southeast at 5 to 10 miles an hour. As we put our planning forecast in motion, or just taking a look at our planning forecast rather, you can see those temperatures climbing into the mid 40s for us here in Spokane on Friday. That is going to feel nice. We may even get a little bit of sunshine out of it. And that rain is just going to be in the early morning hours. So most of Friday is going to be a dry day, and those temperatures well above the seasonal average. We do have a few chances of rain this weekend, but it's not going to be near as impactful as what we're expecting tomorrow. So overall, a pretty good forecast.
All right. We'll take it, Emily. Thank you. Well, federal officials say they're acting on thousands of complaints related to Southwest Airlines' holiday travel meltdown, including complaints the airline isn't making good on its pledge to issue refunds. The Department of Transportation has sent the complaints to Southwest. The agency is giving the airline 60 days to respond. All right. Good Morning Northwest time is now 6:21. Coming off that road win, then number 5 Arizona, the Cougs are back at home looking to take care of business against Cal tonight.
And will the third time be the charm for the Seahawks? What the Hawks say about their playoff matchups with the hottest team in football, those 49ers. That's next.
Download the 4 News Now app today.
Some ideas seem good, but aren't.
These guys will buy our house without even seeing it.
Online buyers use algorithms to treat every seller the same. We work with you personally. We Buy Ugly Houses customizes every purchase to every seller's needs. Call or click to sell quick.
Twilight Bedding is the choice for all your mattress needs and now has 2 convenient locations in Spokane. Every mattress is manufactured locally, right here in Spokane, and crafted to meet any need you have, whether it's for your bedroom, boat, RV, or your pet. Stop by either location today and talk with an expert about the mattress that's right for you. Sleep right. By Twilight.
Nothing adds more elegance or transforms a room better than the luxurious look of engineered hardwood or laminate flooring from the experts at Windsor Plywood.
It's time to shop, shop for wood.
If you're remodeling or redecorating, come check out our selection of moisture-resistant laminates with great discounts on all moldings, so you can give your home, office, or cabin a new look in the new year.
Windsor Plywood.
With 2 locations in Spokane.
We all have to-do lists that can be a mile long, especially when we're short on time.
Come to Corner Furniture during our January clearance sale and check some items off.
Do you need to find the best place to binge that show or finally read that book? Check.
The perfect venue for family game night. Check.
While you are here, check out our great selection on everything from bedroom sets to coffee tables, all at low January clearance sale prices.
Great selection and low prices. Check.
Kerner Furniture's January clearance sale, going on now.
At Gold Seal Plumbing, we do one thing, and we do it well. We're plumbers. In fact, we're the largest plumbing company in the region, and we're proud to say we've been voted the best plumbing company since 2009. We give you upfront pricing, so you know exactly what you'll pay before we start. And we do everything from drain cleaning to trenchless sewer repair. So if you want your plumbing done right the first time, call a plumber. And call the best. Call Gold Seal Plumbing. We're on our way.
Some ideas seem good, but aren't.
These guys will buy our house without even seeing it.
Online buyers use algorithms to treat every seller the same. We work with you personally. We Buy Ugly Houses customizes every purchase to every seller's needs. Call or click to sell quick.
Welcome into Morning Sports. I'm Julian Minnesome. The Seattle Seahawks and San Francisco 49ers will match up in the NFL playoffs on Saturday. And for the Seahawks, it's a lot like having the answers to the test before the day of the exam. The Seahawks know the Niners very well. Seattle has played San Francisco twice this season. The Niners won both games. But it's not easy to beat a team 3 times. The Seahawks say that gives them the advantage this time around.
We kind of know them. They know us, you know. We know their personalities, what they like to do. So it's like basically getting a head start, you know, on the game.
I know the defense is going to they're going to come ready. I know the offense is going to be ready. And, you know, I know we're going to be ready. So I'm just looking forward to the matchup.
Kickoff between the Seahawks and 49ers is scheduled for 1:30 on Saturday from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Washington State basketball is taking on Cal tonight. Washington State head coach Kyle Smith doesn't want his team to have a letdown, especially after a big win over number 5 Arizona over the weekend. Smith has been telling his players to stay even-keeled this week despite the recent success.
It's a great challenge to see if we can handle success. And you're going to get a lot of pats on the back, and there's a lot of kids coming back to school, so it'll be easy at their age to really kind of puff up and feel good about yourself. And there's a fine line being confident and being arrogant. And I remind them that we're 7-10, so we've got a lot of work to do.
And tip-off is at 8 o'clock tonight. That'll wrap us up for Morning Sports.
It's a late one.
I wanted to go, but it's too dang late for me.
It's so late. It's now 6:26.
All right, before another break, here's a first look at what's coming up on Good Morning America starting at 7.
In this morning's GMA First Look, stranded on a train.
We are absolutely frustrated. We all had places that we needed to be.
The Amtrak Auto Train, a unique train on which all passengers must bring their car with them, traveling Monday night from Lorton, Virginia, a D.C. suburb, to Sanford, Florida, near Orlando, finally arriving at its destination after being delayed for more than 24 hours in South Carolina.
Amtrak is not doing right by any passenger on this train, and we are all upset.
While on board, passengers exhausted and frustrated, some train cars even running out of food.
The selections are limited. The selections of beverages are becoming more limited. And if this continues many more hours, I don't know if the food will hold up.
And we'll hear more from passengers on board the train coming up at 7 a.m. With your GMA First Look, I'm Andrew Dimbert, ABC News, New York.
Are you ready for a fresh new bath or shower? Well, now is the best time with 50% off installation, free fixtures, and no interest and no payments for 1 year. Hi, I'm Christina, and it's time to flip your old worn-out bath or shower with Jacuzzi Bath Remodel today. Everyone knows the Jacuzzi brand, but did you know they can install a gorgeous bath or shower that feels incredible in as little as 1 day? Now that's the total bathroom beauty that I love at a price you can afford. With one call to Jacuzzi Bath Remodel, you can effortlessly transform that old, ugly eyesore into the stunning bath or shower of your dreams that you'll love for years to come.
Call or go online to jacuzzibathremodel.com to get up to 50% off installation, and you may qualify for no interest and no payments for 12 months. Plus, we're including free fixtures. Go to jacuzzibathremodel.com or call 800-218-1956. Call now.
Stream 4 News Now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
4 News Now is brought to you by the Harlem Globetrotters 2023 World Tour.
The biggest Tempur-Pedic event of the year is on right now at More Furniture.
Your best night's rest is available at an incredible value.
Choose the Tempur-Pedic that suits your sleep style and outfit your bed with a free set of sheets, mattress protector, and 2 free Tempur-Pedic pillows.
We will also remove your old mattress with free white glove delivery of your new one.
Plus, you can take a full 72 months to pay with interest-free financing. Don't wait. The biggest Tempur-Pedic sale of the year is on now, only at More Furniture.
For over 25 years, Fairway Floor Abbey Carpet in Post Falls has been your choice for the best in floor covering for your home or business. Dream it, design it, live it. Fairway Floor Abbey Carpet, North Idaho's premier flooring store.
Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. Building castles in the sky.
The LG Wash Tower. Redefine laundry in half the space.
It's time for a new shower, but you don't want the hassle. You just want it done. Rebath. From start to stunning. Call us or visit rebath.com and save $1,250 off your complete bathroom remodel.
From 4 News Now, this is Good Morning Northwest.
All right, welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. It's going to be a slippery morning out there on the roads. We're dealing with some ice and new snow falling, so take your time if you are leaving home early today.
Yeah, we are giving you a live look at how the weather is impacting roads right now. Let's get back out to Destiny Richards. And she has moved up to the South Hill, so what are you seeing up there?
Yeah, so here on Grand Boulevard, we are seeing just shiny roads still. We had those flurries all morning. That's really impacting side streets. But right now, the flurries have turned into just light rain. So that is falling right on top of the slick roads that we've been dealing with this morning. So really be careful when you are heading up and down hills, when you're going to and from the intersections today. Bright side is we did see a City of Spokane plow just coming right on down this hill this morning. So they are out and about to treat these roads, because you'll definitely see, covered roads completely from those flurries, and then this is going to even make it more slick. So just be careful. Again, we've been tracking some accidents that have popped up already. There's one on I-90, near the South Geiger Boulevard exit. So just be careful. More people are on the roads this morning, so it's going to be a lot more traffic that you have to worry about with the slickness. So we'll just keep an eye on things, and we'll be back for the morning sprint. Reporting live in Spokane, Destiny Richards, 4 News Now.
All right, Destiny, thanks so much. So let's check in with Emily Bloom. She is in for Mark Peterson with this first alert forecast. So is this an all-day thing?
No, just the next couple of hours. For the remainder of our day, we're going to have mostly cloudy skies and fog out there. As we take a look at the live radar and satellite right now, you can see that action moving northeast through east central Washington and into North Idaho. We're expecting this to last until about 8:30, 9 a.m. Temperatures in the upper 20s and lower 30s here over the next couple of hours. By 10 a.m. we should get some relief from this, but there's still going to be slick roads out there. So basically anytime between now and 11 a.m. you want to make sure that you are taking it easy on the roads and giving yourself plenty of time so that you don't feel rushed and you can go slow. The 4 things that we need to know is the freezing rain and snow that we have happening right now. Patchy fog will be the story for the remainder of our Wednesday with mostly cloudy skies. We do have rain and snow returning to the region tomorrow morning, and then we're going to have above average temperatures over the next couple of days. As we take a look at that 4-day forecast, you can see we are up to 45 degrees on Friday, maybe even a little bit of sunshine, and that rain that we're seeing there is just going to be in the morning. So Friday afternoon looking to be a pretty nice time to get outside and enjoy the outdoors.
All right, Emily, thank you. We continue to follow some breaking news this morning. The FAA has announced that air traffic operations are resuming gradually after domestic flights were grounded earlier this morning due to a computer outage.
Yeah, Sydney Charles is live at the Breaking Now desk. Sydney, do we know what led to that system outage?
No, Robin, we still do not know what led to the system outage, but the FAA says it will continue to look into the cause of the initial problem. Secretary of Transportation Pete Buttigieg also confirming that there will be an after-action process to determine root causes and recommend next steps. The system that was affected by the computer outage is called the Notice to Air Missions. It's responsible for sending out flight hazards and real-time restrictions to pilots. Now, the White House is also promising to investigate the issue at hand. The White House press secretary has released a statement about the outage, saying that the president has been briefed by the Secretary of Transportation this morning. She says there is no evidence of a cyber attack at this point, but the Department of Transportation will continue to investigate. This was a statement released by the FAA about the failure earlier this morning. The company saying in part, the FAA is working to perform final validation checks and repopulating the system now. Operations across the national airspace system are affected. We will provide frequent updates as we make progress. Here at home, 12 flights have been delayed this morning at Spokane International. We will continue to check in with Flight Aware throughout the morning, and this is an ongoing situation, ongoing story. We'll be sure to update you if we do learn what led to the computer outage. Reporting in studio, Sydney Charles, 4 News Now.
Sydney, thanks. A man already behind bars accused of randomly attacking multiple people last month in downtown and North Spokane has now been accused of killing a Deer Park man. Spokane police believe Gary Alt broke into Richard Purdy's home and killed the 83-year-old. According to the sheriff's office, DNA found at Purdy's home was sent to the Washington Crime Lab for testing and matched to Alt through a combined DNA index system search. Alt was already in custody when deputies made that DNA match. Again, Alt is already accused of randomly assaulting 6 people across Spokane in December. The first attack, this one, happened on Wall and Spokane Falls Boulevard. It was caught on camera. The video shows Alt walking over to 2 women who were sitting on the ground, spraying them with bear spray and then kicking them in the head. Alt is a 14-time convicted felon. He is now charged with 3 counts of assault, first-degree burglary, and first-degree murder. His bond is set at almost $1.7 million. You could read more details of the crimes on KXLY.com. It is a crisis that often flies under the radar, but advocates say human trafficking is happening right here in our community.
So organizations around Spokane are working to put an end to it. January is Human Trafficking Awareness Month. Lutheran Community Services says Spokane is a hotspot for trafficking because I-90 runs right through the city. They say there are many calls into the human trafficking hotline in this area. Advocates also say the picture we have of human trafficking isn't always accurate.
Oftentimes it's more done by maybe a family member or someone who has gotten close to someone with some vulnerabilities and then exploited them. So it's not super obvious sometimes.
Lutheran Community Services says one red flag is a drastic change in behavior. Victims might be more jumpy or isolate themselves and tend to be more secretive about their actions. Lutheran Community Services will host a training and vigil at the Central Library in downtown Spokane. It's happening at 3 o'clock this afternoon. All right, Good Morning Northwest time is just about 6:37 now.
Emily Bloom in for Mark Peterson this morning, and what looks like after today.
Yes, we're going to have some slick roads for the morning commute. That's the big story right now, is for those who are out and about. You want to make sure that you're taking it easy. We have freezing rain and light snow moving throughout the region, and this is not the end of it. We've got another chance tomorrow, and then moving into this weekend, it's looking to be a little bit better with warmer temperatures.
And do you have a gas stove in your kitchen? Why, the Consumer Product Safety Commission is trying to have them banned. That's right after the break.
4 News Now on your time with Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
I'm Chad Young from the Easy Home Buyer, and I pay cash for houses. If you own a house and want to sell it fast for cash, call us today for your no obligation as-is cash offer. We buy houses in any condition, and there are no fees, no commissions, and no repairs. We buy houses with tenants, fixer-uppers, bare land, even haunted houses. Woo! Call us today or visit us online at theeasyhomebuyer.com.
Pick up the phone to inquire. Call the Easy Home Buyer.
Pure Filtration Products is your Inland Northwest indoor air quality specialist. With a 12,000 square foot warehouse of filters, you are sure to find what you need for your commercial, industrial, or manufacturing needs.
I recommend working with PFP because they have the product that I need.
PFP's high quality products can assist in eliminating airborne contaminants. PFP can size UV light to your system to disinfect the air to keep it clean and safe.
I recommend PFP because of their service, the quality of their product, and I'll keep coming back.
Call or come in and talk to one of our certified air filtration specialists.
Right now with Papa Murphy's, we've got a great deal.
Which means I make more great pizza. A lot more.
That's our extra large New York style take and bake pizza. And it's everything you'd expect from a classic New York style pizza, hot and fresh out of your oven. And only $9.99.
Do I have to share it?
It's recommended, but not required. Papa Murphy's. We make great pizza, so you can make the pizza great.
Such a great deal.
Order now at papamurphys.com.
At Move Fitness, our gyms are designed to keep you moving. From the energetic fun classes to our motivating trainers and state-of-the-art equipment, there's a reason we've been voted the #1 best gym year after year. And every day we come to work focused on you, our top priority, giving you the cleanest facilities for your workout goals. Come on, let's work out. Move Fitness.
Over the thousands of personal injury cases we've won for our clients, often the person who is injured hesitates to get a lawyer at first for fear of hurting the at-fault party. The truth is, their insurance company is already making a case to keep you from getting compensated.
If you've been seriously injured, don't wait to call Craig Swap & Associates. We'll only represent your interests so you can recover physically and financially. Craig Swap & Associates, one call, that's all.
All right, welcome back. It is not a conversation any parent really looks forward to.
Nope, but experts say, if you haven't talked to your child about pornography, you may want to sooner than you think. A new study found most kids are seeing adult material online by the age of 12. That is according to a new report by Common Sense. Researchers found the majority of teens aged 13 to 17 have seen pornography online, either intentionally or accidentally. About 8 in 10 teens who watched porn said they did so to learn how to have sex, with many saying they felt online porn provided helpful information about sex.
Parents have to be more involved and more knowledgeable. Schools have to recognize that this is actually happening in schools and that it's part of sex education and behavioral education for young people. And quite frankly, the industry has got to be held accountable for the fact that they are the gateway platforms for all of this pornography to young people.
According to the study, of those who have watched porn 3 or more days in the past week, 84% said they have seen porn depicting rape or a person in pain. A third reported seeing any that included someone asking for consent.
Well, more than a third of U.S. households cook with a gas stove. Now the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission is reportedly considering a ban on them. The agency says gas stoves are linked to indoor pollution and an increased risk of asthma among children. However, the Association of Home Appliance Manufacturers says a ban on gas stoves would not address the overall issue. They say improving ventilation is a better solution. The CPSC is also considering other options like setting standards on gas stove emissions.
Extreme weather has cost the U.S. more than $1 trillion in the past 7 years, according to a new report from the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. Last year's price tag was $165 billion, with Hurricane Ian as the costliest weather event of 2022. But the real price of extreme weather has been the loss of lives. NOAA attributes more than 5,000 deaths to it over the past 7 years.
And as you are waking up and getting yourself ready to get out the door, do your best to give yourself a little bit of extra time. We're going to have slick roads with snow and freezing rain for the next couple of hours. As we move into this afternoon, though, we'll have cloudy skies and fog returning to the region.
All right, coming up in about 17 and a half minutes this morning on GMA, ABC News interviews the father of Idaho murder victim, Madison Mogen.
If I had one or two words to describe Maddie Mae, it would be just an angel, and that she just made me proud.
Brian Koberger, the man accused of killing Madison and 3 other University of Idaho students, will appear before a judge tomorrow. You can watch an in-depth look at the investigation on a special edition of 2020 on Friday, and be sure to keep up to date with our coverage as well by going to KXLY.com.
Good morning, Northwest. Time is now 6:43.
All right, we'll have your full forecast with Emily Bloom coming up right after the break. Don't go away.
Download the 4 News Now app today.
With my low energy, I can't even blow up this celebratory balloon.
At Planet Fitness, there's hope. Now through January 12th, join Planet Fitness for $1 down, $10 a month, cancel anytime, and turn your low energy into big fitness energy in 2023 in a clean and spacious, judgment-free zone with tons of equipment to get you energized.
Low E? Not for me.
Simply join through the free PF app for $1 down, $10 a month, no commitment, cancel anytime. Deal ends Thursday, January 12th.
You've been hearing about it, and now we've got it at Post Falls Volkswagen, the ID4 electric SUV. This SUV has a space, warranty, technology that buyers want at a price that's competitive.
Come into Post Falls Volkswagen and reserve your ID4 electric SUV, and we'll fill up your gas tank. It's easy to reserve yours. Come into Post Falls Volkswagen and get started and never feel the pain at the pump again.
The ID4 electric SUV, see it and reserve yours today at Post Falls Volkswagen.
It's time for a new shower, but you don't want the hassle. You just want it done. Rebath, from start to stunning. Call us or visit rebath.com and save $1,250 off your complete bathroom remodel.
Weather Alert Days on 4 News Now.
That means weather that could be a threat to your family's safety.
The First Alert Weather Team pinpoints the most impactful and dangerous days, warning you early, on air and online. Weather Alert Days, another way we're keeping you safe on 4 News Now.
For over 25 years, Fairway Floor Abbey Carpet in Post Falls has been your choice for the best in-floor covering for your home or business. Let Fairway Floor's professional design staff help choose your favorite floor from major brands such as Shaw, Mohawk, Mannington, and Armstrong. From remodels to new construction, let Fairway Floor help you dream it, design it, live it. Fairway Floor Abbey Carpet, North Idaho's premier flooring store. Come in and see it for yourself.
Four News Now is brought to you by Chewelah Casino.
It is now 6:46. Here's a look at what is new on Good Morning Northwest. 2 soda giants are now facing a reported investigation by the Federal Trade Commission.
Now, the Wall Street Journal says regulators are looking into pricing practices at both Coca-Cola and PepsiCo. The practice being scrutinized here is one that offers better prices to large retailers than their smaller competitors, which is prohibited under law.
More layoffs are on the way to retailer Bed Bath & Beyond after its sales and cash dropped in the most recent quarter. The company's already in the process of closing more than 100 stores and is in the early stages of planning to file for bankruptcy.
Well, most of us are familiar with the so-called Spokes candies for M&M's, but a limited edition pack will feature an all-female cast. The purple, brown, and green M&M's are the Spokes candies voiced by women. Candy maker Mars says they are shown upside down on the package here to celebrate women everywhere who are flipping the status quo. The pack comes in 3 options: milk chocolate, peanut butter, which is Emily's favorite, and peanut,
which is my favorite.
Mars said a portion of those profits will go to organizations that are uplifting and empowering women.
Skating on the edge. New York City's Hudson Yards has opened its indoor skating rink 100 stories up. Organizers say New York winters can be unpredictable, but the indoor rink will always be the same temp. That is thanks to a synthetic ice made by a Colorado company called Glyce. The Edge rink will stay open throughout the end of winter. And by the way, if you've been out to Northern Quest's skating rink, it is also a Glyce rink.
Okay.
So cool.
It's interesting, for sure. All right, you're taking a look here from our KXLY studios facing south toward downtown Spokane, and you can see some of that snow that's on the ground there that we picked up just this morning, Emily.
Yeah, we are looking at some light snow and freezing rain that's going to be moving across the region. Excuse me. Got a little cough.
It's bad timing.
Do you need us to take over for just a little bit?
Maybe, yes, please.
Okay. Okay. We're gonna let her grab a drink of water or something.
Right. You're taking a look at the live conditions here in Coeur d'Alene and Spokane. Starting to see a little bit of that snow starting to fall there in the Coeur d'Alene area. They're sitting at 30 degrees. Spokane just 1 degree warmer at 31.
Yeah. And we had Destiny Richards out live earlier showing us the conditions, and she did tweet a little bit ago. So she's up on the South Hill, she's up on Grand, and saying that the flurries had stopped there. So it was drying out a bit, but you know, it had been coming down throughout the morning, and there was not really accumulation, but it certainly was covering the roads where she was.
And we did hear of an accident on I-90 near the Geiger exit, so roads are slick out there in certain places, so do be careful if you're heading out here very soon.
All right, Emily, how you doing?
You want to just click forward for us?
Yes.
And we can talk about the next graphic as we go?
All right.
She's back. Recovered.
I'm back. I got my drink of water that I needed. Thank you guys for sparing me that. All right, light rain, light snow that is, and freezing rain moving across the region. Temperatures right now in the lower 30s through Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. Morning drive. This is going to be the big story for this morning. You want to make sure that you get out and give yourself plenty of time to get to where you're going. Temperatures in the upper 20s and lower 30s. As we take a look at our forecast radar, we can see this band of showers moving northeast across the region. It's going to be moving out over the next couple of hours, but I expect that we're going to have some slick roads until about the 10, 11 a.m. time. We are going to have mostly cloudy skies and some fog returning to the region for the rest of our Wednesday. But then moving into Thursday morning, we have showers and light snow returning to the region. Then it's going to be widespread rain throughout the day on Thursday. So that is going to be the next system that we are dealing with. Highs this afternoon are going to be in the mid 30s to the lower 40s across the region. 43 will be the high for those of you in Pullman. Over the next 12 hours through our region, we are into the upper 30s by 3 p.m. Temperature is going to be well above the seasonal average over the next couple of days, Robin and Derek.
All right.
So pretty nice.
Yeah, indeed. Glad you're better.
Good recovery.
Thanks. Yeah. It's 10 minutes before the hour.
Your morning sprint is coming up next. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Stream 4 News Now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
4 News Now is brought to you by the Sweet Palace and Sapphire Jewelry in Phillipsburg, Montana.
Well, looks like our surgery patient is feeling better today.
Yep, I didn't need any oxy today. I thought I'd do a little surgery on the drain.
Huh. Do you need your pain pills anymore?
No.
Well, we should get them out of the house. There are places to drop them off.
Yeah, okay. Actually, I can do that right now.
And I will look at the drain.
Prevent opioid misuse. Find safe medication return options near you at med-project.org.
Twilight Bedding is the choice for all your mattress needs and now has 2 convenient locations in Spokane. Every mattress is manufactured locally, right here in Spokane, and crafted to meet any need you have, whether it's for your bedroom, boat, RV, or your pet. Stop by either location today and talk with an expert about the mattress that's right for you. Sleep right by Twilight.
The boats are back. It's time to have fun. It's a live, in-person show, 4 big days from Thursday through Sunday, January 26th to the 29th at the Spokane County Fair and Expo Center. Summer fun on the water is just around the corner, so bring the whole family. That's right, it's back, live and in person. From big to small, you'll see it all at the 2023 Spokane Boat Show. The boats are back. Learn more at SpokaneBoatShow.com.
Are you ready for winter and unexpected power outages? Talk with the experts at Country Homes Power to find the best fireplace to protect your home, even when the power goes out. Like Valor gas fireplaces. Visit Country Homes Power today.
Chewelah Casino continues to be the place that treats you right in 2023. Earn entries now by playing your favorite games to win a share of $8,600 cash and a big screen smart TV. Prize drawings start at 5 p.m. Saturday, January 28th. Sports betting, table games, food, and jackpots. Chewelah Casino, we are the place that treats you right. 100% non-smoking, north of Spokane on Highway 395.
Are you ready for this? Ready to take chances? Will you push and break your limits? Are you ready to be
a legend. Are you ready to fight? To be fearless? Are you made for greatness? This is your moment. Are you ready for this?
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now. This Good Morning Northwest morning sprint is brought to you by Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning.
It's 6:53. Let's get you ready to take on your Wednesday with the morning sprint.
Emily Bloom is telling us about some snow and slick roads as we start our day.
Yeah, Destiny Richards is live with how that weather is affecting your drive.
But first, let's get to Sydney Charles with details on how a computer outage at the FAA canceled or delayed a lot of flights across the country this morning.
That's right. The FAA says normal air traffic operations are resuming gradually across the U.S. following an overnight outage to the Notice to Air mission system that provides safety info to flight crews. We still do not know what caused the initial outage, but the White House is promising to investigate the issue at hand. The White House press secretary has released a statement about the outage, saying that the president has been briefed by the Secretary of Transportation this morning. She says there is no evidence of a cyber attack at this point, but the Department of Transportation will continue to investigate. Coverage on the very latest with the FAA failure will continue on Good Morning America.
Spokane is in a housing crisis with nearly half of the population renting their homes or apartments. Landlords and tenants met last night with Spokane city leaders about the future of renting in Spokane. This packed meeting was the first with both landlords and tenants together. In November, the Spokane City Council deferred a landlord-tenant ordinance for more feedback. Mayor Nadine Woodward and council member Michael Cathcart and Karen Stratton were there. Both sides are passionate about how they want or don't want the city involved.
The city's apartment inventory is nearly 25,000 units fewer than it should be, so the city says it's approving new family housing projects as fast as it can, the newest one being built in North Spokane. Spokane is trying to incentivize developers by waiving property taxes for the first 8 to 12 years after construction. The hope is that this will create a chain reaction, generating more inventory, lowering the price of homes, and providing opportunities for families to own their own property.
In his annual State of the State address, Washington Governor Jay Inslee reflected on policies that were passed in the last year, including funding for housing. The governor saying the state is short 81,000 housing units, and that number is rising every year. To help increase housing, Inslee wants to spend $4 billion that he says will significantly speed up construction of the thousands of new units. That includes new shelters, supportive and affordable housing.
And we do have some freezing rain and light snow moving across the region through the Spokane and Coeur d'Alene area this morning. That is certainly going to be impacting your morning commute. Patchy fog for the remainder of our Wednesday. We have rain and snow returning to the region on Thursday with widespread showers and then above average temperatures for at least the next couple of days.
And we have been driving around this morning, checking out those slick roads right here on South Grand Boulevard. You can already see just how shiny it is, and this is going to be the case for most of our main roads today. Side roads, though, have been made slick by the flurries that have been falling throughout the morning. It's kind of going back to a light freezing rain right now, but just be careful of the slickness. It can definitely sneak up on you, especially when you're getting on and off the highway and going through intersections. As we've been saying all morning, take it easy and give yourself time to get to where you need to go.
Well, a man accused of randomly attacking multiple people last month in downtown Spokane and North Spokane has now been accused of killing a man in Deer Park. One of the random attacks was caught on camera. You see it right here. In the Deer Park murder case, Spokane police believe Gary Alt broke into Richard Purdy's home and killed the 83-year-old. DNA found at the crime scene where Purdy was killed was matched to Alt through a combined DNA index system search. Alt was already in custody when deputies made that DNA match. He is now charged with 3 counts of assault, first-degree burglary, and first-degree murder. You can read more details about the crimes Alt is accused of right now on KXLY.com.
Infighting within the ranks of the Spokane County Commissioners last night. Just hours after they elected Mary Cooney as their new chair, the other 2 Republicans on the board criticized the choice, saying she will not be an effective leader because she broke ranks and voted for herself, effectively creating a Democratic majority.
Spokane's Parks Department is dealing with small intruders that are damaging its properties. Pine beetles are invading and living inside the trees at Downriver Golf Course, destroying the trees' vital systems and killing them. 5% of the trees in the course are already dead, so the city is now taking action to protect the rest of them. It's partnering with the Department of Natural Resources and Urban Forestry to cut down nearly 200 trees that have been affected. All right, a final check of the weather with our Emily Bloom is coming up right after this 1 minute and 15-second break.
At 4 News Now, we believe you should expect more from local news. Our team is committed to a community conversation and bringing you information you need when and where you need it. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
If your checking account isn't earning you money, it's time to switch to bonus checking from Numerica. The account that earns an incredible 2% annual percentage yield. That could earn you up to $500 every year or more.
Life is full of tough times for all of us. And for those struggling with anxiety, depression, suicidal thoughts, or mental health issues, it can be too much to handle sometimes. Luckily, help and hope are closer than you know. Inland Northwest Behavioral Health provides compassionate inpatient and outpatient care that empowers wellness and inspires hope. Just walk in or call. There's no referral needed. We're here to help. Inland Northwest Behavioral Health. We will get through this. Find out how we can help today.
That's good advice. Checkmate.
If you've been seriously injured, the attorneys by your side may be the difference whether you win or lose. Let us help you make the right moves to win your case. Craig Swap and Associates. One call, that's all.
All right, well, we do have some freezing rain and light snow moving across the region this morning. If it amounts to any kind of accumulation, it's not going to be much, but it certainly is going to impact our roads. Slick conditions out there for the next couple of hours. And then for the remainder of our day, we're going to have mostly cloudy skies and widespread fog across the region. And second system is going to be moving through tomorrow. But then we've got temperatures well above the seasonal average Friday into Saturday, looking pretty nice for the upcoming weekend.
Yeah, even those overnight lows in the, mid to lower 30s all look pretty good.
Indeed. Hey, we will see you throughout Good Morning America for local updates. It starts in 2, 1.